This is Module 1, Topic B review. I'm going to start by it says express 7/100ths as a decimal. It's important that I read that direction so I know if I have a decimal, here's my tenths, here is my hundredths. So I fill my 7/100ths. And what can I always use as a placeholder? I can always use as a placeholder the digit 0. Next, it says to express 17 thousandths, but this time as a fraction. It's important I pay attention. Since I'm talking about thousandths, I know thousandths goes on the bottom and that there's 17 of them, which goes on the top. So I have 17 thousandths. Next, we're back to reviewing for stuff we did from the topic A quiz. I want to write this number, but I want it in words. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to look to the left of the decimal. And to the left of the decimal, I have 356. The decimal then tells me the word and then I read this part, which is 309. And I have to say the place it's in, and it ends in the thousandths place. And when I'm writing thousandths, because it is the decimal, I need to make sure that I have my THS at the end. Now we're going to take that same number right now, and we want to put that number into expanded form. We can use fractions or we can use decimals. So we're going to start with the 3, and it's in the hundreds place, and the 5 is in the tens place, and then the 6 is in the ones place. And now I'm at the decimal side. The 3 is at the 1/10ths place. Then there's a 0 that I don't need to do, and then there's a 9 at the thousandths place. So I have to fill that in. That was with decimals. I can also turn around and do the same exact thing. And I can do 3 times 100 again, and 5 times 10, and then 6 times 1. And this time I can do this as fractions. And there's that answer. Then in unit form, it's just telling me what place everything is in. So the 3 is in the hundreds, the 5 is in the tens, the 6 is in the ones, the 3 is in the tenths, the 0 is in the hundredths, and the 9 is in the thousandths. And that's how I do my unit form. Next, we have to show the numbers on the place value chart. That's the first direction. So I need to make sure that I follow that direction. So I'm going to fill the numbers into the place value chart where they go using this decimal right here. And then it's telling me to use the inequality symbols of is greater than, is less than, or equal to compare. And then it says explain your thinking to the right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my zeros. And then I'm going to notice that the 3's are the same, 6 is the same, 5 is the same, 9 is the same, and then the 4 is larger. So I can fill it in. And I can write the number, the numbers are the same until the hundredths place. Next, we're now going to compare these two numbers without a place value chart, but it does say to stack them. So on the side over here, I am going to stack them. And when I stack them, I notice that the 9's are the same, 5's are the same, here's my decimal, the 8's are the same, but then this number, the 6 is larger, so that I know that 95 and 865 thousandths is greater than 95 and 856 thousandths. And this time we're going to do descending order. So that means greatest to least. Because descend, that D tells me I'm going down. I have to stack my numbers and I need to use inequality symbols. So I'm going to stack on the side. And I first want to find my largest number. Well, they all have 8s except for this one. So I know that's my largest number. So it's greater than, I want to put that symbol in there. Then they all have these 8s. They all have these 9s. Then I have a 6, and a 7, so I know this is my next largest number. Then I look, we have a 5 and a 6, so I know this is my next largest number. And then my last number. And that is how I put them in descending order, and that is the topic B review.